Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Vlogger is trying to not actually do his job, and rather than that, recording this, I'm a little bit sad. Not like emotionally sad, I mean me as a human being is sad. Okay, so let's go over the team real quickly. Everybody's holding an item because I'm scared. I'm really scared. Let's go over the team. I did a similar thing to last episode where I mainly focused on the level up movesets, but every now and then I threw in ATM or HM to round out the movesets. Nothing too crazy, and obviously we do have the ribbon on Lilo because Hall of Fame. I forgot about that. We do have the EV spreads as well. So Lilo hasn't changed. Everybody's level 80 though. Nick has served Dragon Dance, which might actually end up being very important, other than the fact that I have no physical moves. Should have thought about that. Bite and Waterfall. Pulti has a Fire Blast, Bounce, Strength, and Flamethrower. It doesn't actually learn Flamethrower through level up. That's a TM move. So that's why it's at the very bottom and not at the very top as the first move I came up with. It's like, there's not really any good level up moves anymore for Rapidash or Ponyta. Let's go with Flamethrower so that I have some choice between power when needed and reliability with Flamethrower, right? Then we've got Big HT Rider with Earthquake, Mega Horn. Apparently he learns it. Rock Blast and Horn Drill. Horn Drill's gonna be a 30% accuracy because my entire team is level 80. So is Steven's team going to be though. And the accuracy for one-hit KO moves is based on your level subtracted by the opponent's level plus 30. I think that's how it works. So it's going to be exactly 30 accuracy. It's probably not going to happen, but if I really need to take something out and I cannot take it out any other way, Horn Drill is there as a backup plan. Sora the Slacking has Hyper Beam, Counter, Slash, and Earthquake. Hyper Beam, obviously, you have to wait a turn after attacking with Slacking anyway. So Hyper Beam just kind of like doesn't have a downtime. Counter, I made this thing as slow as I could possibly have it. No EVs in speed, and when I was checking, it happened to have 0 IVs in speed as well. So it's going to get outsped by pretty much everything. Counter is going to be a really good move. Slash and Earthquake are both very powerful as well. Then we've got Z's. I will go over the items real quickly in a moment because everybody's holding an item as well, which is Psychic, Shadow Ball, Coal Mines, and Disable. Now, going over the items real quickly, starting from the front as well. Let's see, where can I see the items they are holding? Can you even? Oh, there you go. Lilo is holding the Miracle Seed. Nick is holding the Mystic Water. Pulti is holding the Charcoal. Big H is holding the Soft Sand. Sora is holding the Leftovers, and Zeus is holding a Nugget. Why a Nugget, you might ask? Because I would have given him the Twisted Spoon, but the only way to get a Twisted Spoon is through a Wild Abra. And that is not something I can do. So I figured that would be straight up cheating to give it a Twisted Spoon. All the other items I did Pokédex in, but all the other items are somewhat easily obtainable for me. So, and I figured I'm just gonna give him a Nugget because good luck, honestly. And I kind of felt bad not giving Z's an item, to be honest. So now we're here in Meteor Falls. I have no idea what is waiting ahead for me other than running into level 33 Wingull. That is pathetic. I honestly don't remember how to get to Steven either. So we're going to be walking around a little bit here and probably getting quite lost. I'm going to use the speed button for getting to Steven. The moment I enter the fight against Steven, I'm going to not use the speed button anymore. I'm going to use my brain for once, rather than the speed button. There's going to be some random trainers as well, but all going to be fairly pathetic. So let's just sweep those real quickly. Even this should probably... It didn't kill. I was going to say, even that probably will kill. Honestly, it didn't, obviously, but... Looking forwards, I'm assuming that we're going to win this fight here today. So that means that next episode we're starting Generation 4. Is this... Where am I? That's not where I want to be. Okay. So yeah, next episode we're starting Generation 4, which means that we're about halfway through the series, and this is episode... Fuck you. This is episode 65, I think. So, in theory, like 140-ish episodes should be... Oh, I think this is where Steven is. Should be what this series ends up being, provided I don't lose, that is. There's a lot of legendary and specifically mythical Pokemon on here. Jirachi and Mew. Neither of which I could catch, obviously, because I've already had my catch here. And it doesn't really matter either way, because we're about to end this generation. We can take any Pokemon we have into the next generation, obviously. But let's see. We're going to be fighting... That was Wallace. That was Wallace's sprite. Champion Dominic, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dominic, the person that did editor ROM for me, also did the editing for the ROM upcoming for Pokemon Platinum. The names will not be changed in that one, but it's also a double battle. I was kind of afraid that it would be. Okay. I don't know if this was a randomized team or if he gave himself like a well put together team. I honestly don't know. What I do, however, know is that there is no way that I'm staying in with Lilo here. Z's are strong against both of these Pokemon. I guess I could surf? That doesn't do... Oh my god! Wait a second, how good is this AI? How good is this AI? It knew to Will-O-Wisp the Hariyama with guts. I didn't even know AI in Pokemon could be that intelligent. We need to take care of the Hariyama first. My god, Waterfall actually, because it's a double battle, does have a use. Because Surf obviously gets split in the amount of damage it does. Waterfall you can target one enemy with. Hariyama needs to die. Thank you. That was very scary. You motherfucker! He has a Mewtwo. Which is funny because there's Wild Mew around here, but he has a Mewtwo. Okay, Mewtwo has leftovers? Mewtwo has leftovers. At least I can put Mewtwo back. It's probably gonna be Hariyama for the thumbnail, honestly. Just because of that guts thing. I'm assuming he had guts, I honestly don't know. So yeah, we're taking out this Mewtwo first and foremost, because that is Nick gone. There's no way he's surviving a Thunderbolt from Mewtwo. Okay, who do we go into next? I want to say Sora. Mewtwo might actually survive the Shadow Ball. My god. But it's surviving on the Shadow Ball. Does literally everybody on the field other than Z's have leftovers? I'm gonna slash the Weezing. Z's will be able to take a Thunderbolt. It's a fairly bulky Pokemon. Special defense especially. This should take out... There's a little... I've got a peanut stuck in my teeth. I was eating a peanut. I don't know if this is like a thing that's like weirdly specifically Dutch. But I'll just show you. It's actually pretty good. I know a lot of people that don't like these cookies, but I fucking love them. So what it is a chocolate peanut cookie. And the backside of it is just like a normal cookie. And then the top side is... Let's pay attention to the game a little bit as well. It's chocolate, and then there's like just a shit ton of peanuts in the chocolate. So you get a chocolate peanut cookie, and there's probably like an American version of it, right? It's really, really good. You need to survive the Shadow Ball, because of course I did. So you're going to now use a full restore on the Mewtwo. You did. Which a Shadow Ball and a Hyper Beam combined should be able to take out the... Okay, Substitute might be a bit of a bitch. Sora's loafing around. I didn't think about that. Okay, so now Mewtwo should be... Both of those are physical attacks. What does Grudge do? Does that force me to attack you? No, it does not. Okay, Mewtwo is dealt with. Ninetales is not a very dangerous opponent here. And you have a Salamence. And I don't have an Ice type. I don't have a Dragon type either. So it's going to have to be brute force with you. And then you have one more Pokemon after that. I'm going to set up a couple of Calm Minds here. Well, you set up Dragon Dances. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I'm going to Hyper Beam the ever-living shit out of you. Please survive that. You didn't survive that, so both of those Coal Mines were fucking useless. I've got Rock Blast, actually. I can still hit you super effectively. And you missed! I didn't even know Hyper Beam could miss! Okay. Rock Blast. You're going to be loafing around anyway, so it doesn't matter. You have Break... Oh my god, I might still just lose this. Like, tripping at the finish line here. I can take another one of those. Combine with a Hyper Beam. Of course it's a critical fucking hit! Man, this is a rough fight. That's a really, really rough fight. Strength. My god, that does so much damage. Fire Blast against Sora, I don't really care about. I'm going to use Strength against the Ninetales again and Hyper Beam Salamence. Ulti is dead. Okay, at least if Salamence dies this turn, I still got a realistic chance to win here, depending on what the last Pokemon out is. It's a Kingdra. Let's poison the Kingdra. Survive with Lilo. You took that! You are a champ! Lilo and Sora, the tag team to end all tag teams. Wow. Let's heal you and... You can take an Earthquake. You can take an Earthquake. Right, Lilo? You can take an Earthquake very well. Okay, so we just win at this point, right? I said I wasn't going to use a speed button. The moment I felt confident, my finger just it slipped back on the speed button. It tends to do that, and it also tends to not work out very well for me. And then the poison takes out the Kingdra, or Sora does actually, depending on... the poison might not actually take out the Kingdra. And you've got a full restore, because of course you do. Still a chance that one of these can die. There's no point in me using Poison Powder again. Sora can still die here if Kingdra doesn't die this turn. Okay. We won. Champion. I think it's champion trainer class. Champion Dominic. We beat you. Steven, Dominic, whatever. And with that, we have finished Gen 3. We have finished the home region portion of Pokemon Through the Years. And we are going to go into Sinnoh next episode. Meaning that everybody's going to be returning to level 5. Meaning that I'm going to have to do a lot of Pokéhex importing and exporting of Pokemon. And... man. That was rough. That was legitimately rough. I'm going to put away my dead Pokemon in the box. Just to give them a little bit of a farewell and look back over all the Pokemon that died in this portion of the series. Because I want you all to realize how many deaths we've had in Hoenn compared to the other two regions. It's insane. Nick, one of my longest standing Pokemon, I think. We caught Nick in Rock Tunnel and Kanto, I think. Made it all the way to the end of Gen 3. The rest of these Pokemon I don't really remember when I caught them, to be honest. Sora actually survived. Let's go back over real quickly, because I think the last death we had in Gen 2 might have been Rami or Bob. But I think it was Rami. Now, Bob died in this generation early on. So everything from Bob onward, so that is Bob, Roger, Sheldon, Olaf, James, Forks, Casper, Elsa, Mary, Precious, Chomp, Naga, Mickey, Thanos, Padfoot, another Casper, Null, Zone, Cerberus, Tian, Mickey, Deus, Silver, Blaze, Aska, Chan. Also, yeah, this one still has the... Oh, it does not actually still have the Mystic Water. Never mind. Chan, Jerry, Remus, Don, Nick, Pulte, Big H, and Zeus all died within one generation. That is about triple the amount of deaths we've had in the first two generations. It's kind of insane. We are leaving this generation with 35 Pokemon alive. I think we ended the generation with about 30 as well. So, from a difficulty perspective, I think we are pretty well balanced with the difficulty we had. So, Gen 4 should be roughly a similar difficulty to what we had in Gen 3, meaning that hopefully we'll end up exiting Gen 4 with about 30 Pokemon as well. The biggest difference between the end of Gen 2 going into Gen 3 and the end of Gen 3 going into Gen 4 is that a lot of the Pokemon we have left are not particular All-Stars. Let's be honest here. I mean, last time when we started we had things like Totodile, we had Sheldon, we had Olaf, we had Ho-Oh, we had a Ghastly, which never turned into a Haunter. We still had both of our Mickeys. I think we didn't have Raichu. I think that's a Gen 3 capture. We had Mary. We had a lot of good Pokemon coming into Gen 3. Coming into Gen 4, we have the potential for a Tangrowth, but only like later on into the game. Same with Midna. It can evolve into a Weavile, but not until the 7th gym. It's gonna take a while. Unless we can run into a Wild Sneasel and thieve away its Razor Claw. Potentially. And then we've got Nosepass. I mean, Nosepass can actually evolve into Probopass really early on, because the only thing you need to do is level it up inside Mount Coronet, I believe. Which is like, we can have a Probopass by the 2nd gym. So that might actually be part of the team there. What else do we have like that evolves into something useful? Other than that, really not a lot. We've got N64, I suppose, but with the physical special split, potentially, Ag, I'm very sorry for hitting the microphone there, Ag actually becomes more useful coming up, because Azumarill is a really good physical water type, but maybe not until Gen 5. I don't know that for sure. Lee will be very much more important, because the elemental punches are going to be huge now that the physical moves in the upcoming generation. So we have a couple of Pokemon that really are going to shine through. Sparks, Yanmega, also a very good Pokemon. So we have a couple of Pokemon that are going to shine through in the upcoming generation. But we also just generally don't have a lot of very powerful Pokemon. The best Pokemon we probably have in just sheer power would be Sora. And close to that would be probably like Yanmega, Tangrowth, Probopass, But that would be pretty much all the like power Pokemon. Azumarill, of course, Azumarill as well. It's going to be a rough ride ahead. It really depends on what Pokemon we run into in Gen 4, how well that's going to go for us. But with that, I want to end off this episode and this generation. Next time, Gen 4 coming up. I want to thank you so much for watching. Also, this should have been my first YouTube premiere. I need to remind myself of the fact that I actually need to record a little thing to go in the end of the last episode to announce that, because I decided that after recording the last episode, but I do need to make an announcement about it inside the video. Probably good idea. So I hope the YouTube premiere was a fun time. I hope anybody actually showed up and it's not just me watching my own video very awkwardly. That would be bad. So see you all next time. Bye.